So I've never played Lisa before. I've heard that it's inspired by Earthbound. It is yet another RPG Maker game. And the title screen's pretty dark. So let's see what it's all about. Hey, Turnus, what's up? So this is kind of in the tradition of like off Undertale. One of the earliest ones though, I think, right? You little thief. Stop. Stop. Leave him alone. Shut up, Brad. You stole our ball. Sorry. I stole it. Rick didn't do anything. What? You little bitch. No, I like the graphics on the characters. Oh yeah, the text boxes are very Earthbound. Alright, kid got the crap beaten out of him. Thanks, Brad. Okay, so maybe there's any menus or anything I can open right now. If this is RPG Maker, I'm impressed because it looks like it's a side scroller. Interesting. Didn't have to cover for me. Sorry, Brad. Sorry you got beat up. This is a really cool visual style. Thick black lines. Just a friendly hug. Hey, Gabo, what's up? Maybe I can go in the other house. I didn't think to press up there. Let's try. Can't fish hamburgers out of the trash. Literally unplayable. Who said this was Earthbound-like? You gonna learn, boy. That's not the right answer to that. Oh, sweet. You GMing or playing? What are you playing as? Excited to do D&D this Wednesday. I think we're still on schedule for that to happen. Whoa. Slow head turn there. Once again, my son steps into my house. Beat to shit. Oh god. Alright, this game is super dark. I'm buying you another shirt. Worthless shit, kid. Go to your room. I don't think I had the choice to not do that. I think it ported me there. Yo, I imagine so, Eternus. I'm really glad that I played around with RPG Maker so much when I was a kid. It can really give you a lot of appreciation for games like this in one shot, and it's interesting. And off, especially. Really do some crazy stuff with the engine. But there's not a lot you can do in the engine. You took some joy. Cool bearded guy with a poncho suddenly has a baby. Hey, little buddy. Careful tossing that baby. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's okay. There we go. Good baby. Come on, little buddy. Let's get you somewhere safe. The sudden jumps on these screens are really interesting, too. You guys know whose baby this is? Yeah, the character design's really great in this so far. Brad. What is that? Is that a baby? Found it lying on the ground. What this means? This means there's a girl out there. It's hope for humanity. Oh, okay. They're gonna do like a Children of Men type thing. Great. Thanks, guys. Didn't check. It's a girl. Need to tell someone. Rando came in with this. He's set for life. All the food and cool stuff we want. That seems bad. The Rando army would be better equipped for something like this. No one can know I have her. She's a baby now, but she'll be a woman in no time. She wouldn't stand a chance out there. Keep her a secret your whole life? Alright, good luck, Poncho Man. Poncho Beard Man. Children of Men is super good if you haven't seen it. I really recommend it. It's one of the coolest long shots I've seen in a movie. That apparently got spoiled like 2 minutes into it by some like fake blood getting on the camera lens, and they just had to keep rolling with it. And the way this game cuts between scenes is really interesting. It's like a hamburger house. Yeah, trying to imagine doing this in RPG Maker, like restricting you to move only left and right. This all has to be on a traditional map. It's the joy that he found, and that was his dad. Threw beer bottles at him and abused him. It's not actually a hamburger house. I see. Can't let her go outside. Maybe she's Lisa. Still has the joy, and he drops it off the cliff. He's turning into his dad. Giving her a mask so she can go out in public. Poncho is the uniform of the post-apocalyptic world, it looks like. He still sees his dad. Visions his dad having a baby in a dream. Kind of reminds me of the end screen in Mario 3 there. It's the joy that he dropped. This game's really interesting so far. Wow, this character really looks like a Mother 3 character. Wild beast won't leave me alone. I'll slam myself, but I pull up my groin, climb this tree. Give me a hand, will you? I'm not gonna kill a dog? Really? Ugh. Drug makes you feel nothing. Use it in a pinch. Jeez Louise. I don't think I can avoid killing the dog. It makes me very sad. The soundtrack in this game is interesting. Oh, it's like a combo attack. That's interesting. Imagine that was hard to do in this engine as well. Dog explodes. Even like the custom interface here for the combat and for the end battle screen, pretty hard. Buster punches. Yeah, it's got those Legaia fight mechanics. Pretty tough for a whacked out midlife crisis looking bald guy. Seems like you can handle a lot of pain. Maybe you could handle some kind of pain related difficulty setting, huh? Now let's do normal mode. Terry hits. Wow. Yes, the beginning of the game was like super dark and super serious, and now it's getting into that it's kind of goofy Earthbound. Earthbound is it's really interesting in that it manages to balance being quirky and kind of weird and silly with being super intense in really short bursts. I think Undertale nailed that really well, One Shot nailed that really well. Off nailed that really well. Seem pretty lonely. Since I'm a nice guy, I'll keep you company. Right on. Yeah, and like that sound effect is super Earthboundy. Achievement unlocked. Hint guy. There's a little portrait of him. Hint Lord sweatbands. Cheetah jersey. Diary entries. Sweaty wristbands. Itchy poncho. Dead flower. Personal keepsake. Freddy sweaty from years of bawling. Very loud sports jersey. A lonely man who puts his heart and soul into his hints. He'll be a real asset if he wasn't so weak. Triple question mark. Brad's a nobody. Can change the window colors, that's cool. The horn in this is very Earthboundy sounding as well. Pain mode makes each save point work only once. Yikes. If Balloon wasn't here, you'd walk off this cliff and die. Balloon just saved your life. Yeah. It's really interesting. I didn't realize I could pick those up. Empty bottle. Bottles. Bottles can be very useful. You can sell them, fill them, or make firebombs with them, or even just throw them in battle. So pick them up. Thanks, Terry Hints. Save at Crows. Save your game by consulting a crow. Somebody's got to remember you. I like how he left these messages even though he's in my party. You're standing in front of a short enough ledge, you can hold the up button and press space to jump. Okay. Wow, yeah. RPG Maker for that. Caution, be wary of Terry's good looks. They're dangerously appealing. Always looking out. Terror Bear. My parents' names are Gary and Terry. Terror Bear is a pretty standard. Find a campfire, you can rest. Your party will be fully revived. Be careful, you're vulnerable when you sleep. Anything can happen. What choice do you have? Sweet Terry wine. That's a old school, like, Dragon Quest sleeping noise. Yeah. It works. It's interesting they went to the trouble of doing that. I feel like this game... The side-scrolling style really stands out. Oh god, what's the blood doing here? Secret's out, Brad. Uh-oh. She's gone. That's extremely bad. Something I gotta go do alone. Can't really tell you. Someone close to me is missing. I need to find that person. That's really all I can say. Avoiding the pronouns. Terry Hints joined you again. Yeah, it's like, it's silly on top of how serious it is. He's dead. Oh god, this is pretty violent. Picture of the sky that Buddy drew. Picture of Buddy's uncles, Rick, Sticky, and Cheeks. Buddy is what we called the baby at the beginning.
That's a bummer.
Rusty knife. Yeah, it is a little obnoxious. So far, I feel like that might be on purpose. Though it's an interesting conversation to say to what extent. Don't use this on your dinner, you'll get sick. Cause poison. Okay, my characters can use that. Maybe a future one can. Interesting discussion, like, to what extent is something okay just because it was intentional on the part of the artist, right? Talking about that with Doki Doki Literature Club. I can't believe I've never accidentally said Doki Doki Panic, because I have to mentally correct for it every time. A little blood splashing effect. Oh, shit. Well, that can happen. That's why they had the balloon at the beginning. Very good. Good lord. You win again, Gravity. Careful. Mystery jerky. Cliff needed a balloon. Dried meat of common Alathian animals. Recovers 300 HP. It looks like an auto drop off of short ledges like that, too. Combos. Some characters use combos in battle via the WASD buttons. Additional special attacks can be performed by entering a specific combo. In your skills menu, you can find out how to do the special moves by looking at the button sequence. WWS does Buster Punches. Wary Terry. Thanks, Wary Terry. WWS. Hints. Gives an enthusiastic chant. The WWS would have to be YYA. I'm playing on a controller. Gross. Walter Stingray attacks. Cool. Uses a lot of his MP to do that, though. Kicks up dirt. Crying. Good job, Terry. So we want to do... Oh, well, you have to do WWS as the entire attack for it to work. Okay. Gotcha. Right. Ouch. Poor Terry. That must have taken a ton of work. This old salmon swimming downstream tonight. Here's a hint. You suck. I rule. Thanks, Hinster. Hinster's moving up. 6 drops. 6 drops, excuse me. Okay. Got it. It's the thing we just got. Oh, it's Mags' currency. Okay, understood. He's dead. Let me go back. This feels like progress. There are a couple other places I could go back here. Where would we be without Terry? I know, right? So we'll save. So the main feature of painful mode is that you only get to save once at each save point. Mystery jerky. Okay, as long as you don't hit the ground, you don't take... Oh, you do take damage from falling. Okay, well now I know. Holding something. Diet Coca-Cola. Throw this can at someone, it won't hurt. It's a soft drink. Recovers 200 SP. Okay, got it. Up we go. Let's go ahead and progress to this cave here. The caveman look of the main character. There's like a cave sound in this that sounds a lot like just the cave music from Earthbound. Such an ugly girl. It's dead. Coca-Cola sounds like a Lalafell name. I could hear that. More mystery jerky. Creepy. This game is extremely rated M. In a way I haven't really seen in a properly rated game. It's dead. Hey, I'm not dead yet, you prick. Here, so I can kick your ass. Fall right into my trap. Jeffrey Cummings, rated E for edgy. Thanks, Terry. That's a way to keep it. WWS. It's easy to press the buttons too fast. He's just damaging himself by coughing up blood. Yeah, so far... Sick drops. I bet it's leftovers. I think a lot of it is the... I guess I can drop down and get that thing, but can I be safe after doing that? Ways I can get back up. Okay. The juxtaposition of goofy Earthboundy stuff with like really dark Children of Men. Alright, let's try to drop down and get that thing. Probably take some damage in the process, but that's okay. Ow. 100 damage from that. 15 magazines, which are currency of the future. This is a sequel? Really? Was that one also a RPG Maker game? Yeah, for sure. Like, this game is definitely focusing on the real talk dark shit from like Mother 3 about family. Undertale was a lot of the power of friendship, fourth wall break stuff. One Shot was fourth wall break stuff. And the general vibe of the world in that game. Off was the really bizarre, quirky universe. Alright, man, I'm gonna stay here and block the entrance. You guys go search around in case she's already been through here. Sugar Boy Drifter's out. Yeah, it's interesting how you can be inspired by the game and really come at it from a lot of different directions. I wonder how much work that took to get the shadow from that lone candle. Remember, this is RPG Maker, so technically this is top-down, but they're cheating to make it look like it's side-scrolling using the engine. That alone must have been a massive pain in the ass. Perfume. Revives an ally. Okay. Phoenix down. Got it. I saw something on Steam when I went to go pick this up. There's like a Lisa the Joyful as well, just something different. If it's RPG Maker proper, it would have been pretty rough to do that with the shadow in the background. Joyful's DLC. Let's see. I ran out of SP. Crap. Purple Bash would be nice right here. Guess I'll have him guard. I might have to go ahead and use some healing items so I don't die. Or if it's just for that sequence. Terry checks his hair. Lisa the First is the original version of the game, but it's more of an experiment with the ideas. Kind of like the two different versions of One Shot. This is the more polished version of it, I guess. Terry is my useless tank character. Okay, now I'm getting it. An excellent hit. Hopefully she's already dead so I can see her in hell. Oh, it's really different? So it's just kind of exploring some of the concepts in this game without actually having a full story. Interesting. Doesn't have combat. I really enjoyed that there wasn't any combat in One Shot. I thought that was the correct decision for that game. 1000 HP. They're dead. Let's save before we go talk to that guy. Does not give you a full heal. Guessing that full heals are not going to be easy to come by in this game. It's also not side-scrolling. Interesting. Okay, let's see here. Holla holla, if you hear me, you really need to get that off my chest. He's dead. Thought it was about to be an encounter. Very good. Worn helmets. Saw this guy earlier. He will get all this gear that no one can equip, right? That would be kind of funny. Give the old college try with this bad boy. They're dead. Well, that was sudden. You suffered serious damage. I probably didn't need to use those healing items. I feel like that would have happened anyway. Time's great teacher. Sadly, it kills all its pupils. Mad Max writing Bambi. Music reminds me of some of the Shredder music from the original Turtles movie. Howdy, motherfucker. Path of Crosses again. Remember our time spent as wee lads? I do fondly. Tumbles with joy thinking about it. Your head in a dryer. Normally you'd be dead and stripped of your wares by now, but I like you, Brad. Let's have some fun. I shall give you a choice. Your yellow-shirted friend's life, or all of your belongings. How boring. Gross. All your stuff has been taken. The sad sound effect there. It's alright, Terry. We got hit by a truck. You're a bad omen. Terry Hintz joined you again. I think this is where I got hit by the truck. Just gonna backtrack and save really quick. Glad this game doesn't have random battles. It doesn't feel like the kind of game that would benefit from it. Yeah, and it's not even something I can really control with the audio balance, because the game is incredibly quiet, except when that song plays. I could try toning it down a little bit. Yeah, I could have gone back and grabbed the jerky. You're right, Chaos. Holy shit. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Gross. Hey, what's up? Storm's brewing around here. You look tired. Are you hungry? If you have an empty bottle, you can have some of my soup. Need rest, you can use my tent. Just bad things can happen when you rest. Always sunny fight milk pro. Yeah, I could hear that. No, I need to get a bottle for him first. Of Terry's portrait. Achievement unlocked. Let's find her. Let's find her. Holy heck. World can be saved. Find her. Oh wow, that's a lot of status effects. Cool pick, huh? Scared stops you in your tracks. Worry increases defense. Weird reduces defense and attack. Stun knocks you out. Cry obscures your vision. Rage increases critical hit rate. I think Earthbound and this game are the only two games I've ever seen where crying is a status effect. Drunk, strong but slow and dumb. Hangover reduces everything. Stink makes people avoid you. Cool regenerates HP. Depression makes life suck. Drawl hurts you all over. Joy makes it all better. Hey, Lufix. Right. Now, I like the difference in the save file portrait of the main character here. Didn't even notice that before. Must have changed after his, he got hit by the truck. I'm gonna go back and make sure there's nothing back this way before we progress. This feels like progress off to the right here. I don't think I can make this, right? I don't have a way to actually jump. Yeah. Huh. Maybe it's not something I can get to yet. There's not another rope I can climb. Right on. Maybe it'd be a one-way return later on. It's got like a Wild West feel to it. It's really interesting. Whoa. Saw him there the whole time. That still took me surprised. Bobby Diddle. Combat music. Wait, I like kicking up dirt in your face. Pocket sand effect, right? Critical hit. My intestines are in disarray. It's moving on up. Sick drop. Sick. Let's find her. Progress to the right? Ludicrous. Secret stash, 10 magazines. Oh, did they take all my money too? They totally did. Shoot. Pretty good early game trade. They let you move a little bit too far to the right here to make me think that there's nothing back there. The world can be saved. Find her. Very children of men. Okay, so I can't get to that item behind this person. I can't drop down. Maybe there's another way to get to it. Close the government, just barking. Magazines, though. What are you considering, dude? Like that one guy from Dragon Ball. Nern. Sir, the greatest historian of our time have gathered a wealth of knowledge about Oleth. What happened here? Yes, I totally care. I wish you were more enthusiastic. I'll start with what I like to call the Flash. I was sitting with my wife, God rest her soul, sipping on sweet lemon tea. So made by my sweet wife, God rest her soul. Maybe she bought it from the store in a bottle. That would be ridiculous to buy a bottle of sweet lemon tea, then transfer the contents into a glass. I was just drinking from the bottle. So I approach drinking sweet lemon tea from a glass, of course. But suddenly, a great strangeness fills my body. Something was wrong. For many years, I've never felt anything like this before. There, you know what it was? My rocking chair. The wooden son of a gun stopped rocking. A little rock had got caught beneath the chair. What a day. All the characters' names are really interesting. Tom Forknight. It's very short. His wife, Karen Forknight Plateburger, one of those women. She was a soft 6. Wife was a hard 4. It's kind of a lore dump. He's distracted by the whole thing. I have to compete with Tom, now I have to deal with these fictional hunks. Go up next to a big flash of light. That's about it. Thanks for the lore, bud. He will let you leave. God rest her soul. Dale Spooner's house. Tom Forknight. God rest her soul had made potato salad. Can't eat mashed potatoes. I wish I could, because it seems like they're just a great vessel for gravy, but the texture makes me start to gag if I eat it. Recognize that's a problem with me. I wish I could eat them. So I can't do like steak wedge fries either, because they're pretty close to mashed potatoes. I related to the Paper Mario Wizards. I like the music during it too. I thought he was gonna grab me again. Still have room to do it a third time here. Yeah, and I've talked about before, I have the thing where I can't eat cilantro because it tastes like soap. Some people it's like a genetic thing, like being able to curl your tongue. Waffle fries can be okay. They just have to be really well cooked so that they're crunchy. Hey, he's back! You following me or something? Music for this guy is pretty great. Is it a real cookie day at the doctor's office? Hey, Kevin, what's up? I love poutine. I wish I could find more restaurants that served it. They had green chili poutine here in New Mexico at this one restaurant, and I was like, that's going to be my signature dish when I go. They only had it one time. It's outstanding, though. We put green chili on everything here. Big old melons. Droplet of water falls from the ceiling, and my eyes trail all the way down to the ground. Probably haven't had really good poutine. It's pretty outstanding if it's made well. I have had bad poutine where it's kind of like mushy fries and not very good gravy and didn't actually use cheese curds. Like Apocalyptia, where it was recent enough that most people remember the 4 times. What is... I'm trying to remember it. There's this work of fiction where the apocalypse appears to have been super recent. It's like unbelievably recent from the way the characters talk about it. I'm troubling. Can't remember what it is now. I'll keep thinking on it. All right, you joined my party. Fantastic. Achievement unlocked. Annoying guy. Well, his class is orator. Discuss techniques. Increases TP of one ally. I don't even know what TP does. I don't think it's actually a resource, is it? It's funny. Yeah, it doesn't appear to be. That's funny. Self-proclaimed historian of his time. Actually, I think it is Legend of Legaia. I think you're totally it, Chaos. The characters all seem to talk like the whole mist thing was fairly recent, but it doesn't seem to be... the world feels like it was hundreds and hundreds of years ago, but there's people who talk about they remember the before time. Topics. Powers. Might still be another one, though, that I'm trying to put my finger on. I'm not sure if it really was Legaia. Mass Effect kind of has it. It's not an apocalypse thing, but in theory, Mass Effect takes place where there are old characters alive today that were around when the Prothean artifacts were first found on Mars, but sometimes the game kind of pretends like that was hundreds of years ago instead of being very recent. Terry's doing a little bit better damage, not as good as Brad. Big Pancake Norton. Hey V-Hong, how you doing? How has it been? Dark Souls. In the sense that people in Dark Souls act like they remember anything being sane ever. It's pretty clearly feels like that universe is miserable all the time. There's something that's kind of realistic about it, actually. I'm gonna go check out these other doors back here, maybe at the save point. Oh, I can still bleed. Right on, let's go. Like I kind of like science fiction future timeline stories where the world isn't all that terribly different, even if there's a major change. Like you know, are aliens occupying the Earth, but the world's not completely different. Rando's army's taken over. How am I going to make fire bombs? He's dead. The game is truly the Dark Souls of Earthbound and Lagai inspired 2D RPG Maker RPGs. With side-scrolling. Hey, thanks, Buckin. Come back. I'll go back and rest at the tent and save back there.
You're super awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Thanks, dude. How you been? Weekend sub? Like on Twitch? I didn't get any notifications now. What was it for? Noobquake? It says there can be consequences for resting, so I should probably be careful, but we'll see what happens. Cool. Is that a... Have I met Noobquake? I think they popped in here once, right? Oh, yeah. Thanks. Tell her thank you. I did meet Amanda. I didn't realize that was her name online, though. Cool. I'll get her hooked up with perks and stuff. Every now and then I'll get a Twitch Prime sub that happens off the regular stream hours. I usually try to shoot a message and say, hey, welcome, but I almost never hear back. Hey, thanks, Game Saucer. Appreciate it.
You're super awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that.
So I think I can go in this little hole here. It's interesting, some falls are 100 damage. The height doesn't seem to matter. I think each fall has a programmed amount of damage taken. Should take me... Oh, it didn't take me where I expected. Alright, well, we'll keep exploring. It's a bucket. Oh, I'm having withdrawal. So I'm not taking my joy drug, and I had it taken away from me. Shit. You didn't get those, sport. No shit. Looking for a child. This is my orphanage. All these kids have been abandoned. Now look what you did. Give me that bucket of water. Whoa! That's... Wow. Holy shit. Alright. Right on. Good job, Lisa. Yeah. Holy shit. Well. We were too late. This is the second most tragic thing to happen in my life. Wow. Good lord. A group of orphans. The interesting thing about this game is that, like, that's super dark, but it's hard to tell if the game is trying to be jovial about it, you know? And I feel like I might be able to survive this fall, but given that falling damage appears to be scripted. I guess if I die, I load. I don't burn the kids to death. Okay, I was able to survive it, but it did nothing. Good question. Yay, immolating a group of orphans. Thanks, Lisa. Girl's just up ahead. She's in an old clubhouse. It's pretty where pricks kick me out. I know, right? Booker Clinton. He trips every time. That's a really good question. Glad they don't explore it. Leave it to your imagination. The world may never know. Harry's been cut open. Booker Clinton is disturbed by your stupidity. Can he cheer himself on? I hope so. It's a very mild heal, though. It's gonna be something super mundane. Right. 518? What a bitch. It'll take a while to make that up. Make them cry, please. Pissed. He's a lunatic. Watch out. He ran out of mail while making a sandwich, exactly. Nice crit from Terry there. I'm unsinkable like the Titanic. Oh, Brad got Fireball. Terry got Knuckle Drop. Let's see. Fireball, WSD, Surprise Attack, DDA, so AAX. I would like to stun dudes, that sounds great. Momentum-based Fist Punch, 4 maneuver. I like the simple platforming system, means you can make kind of interesting puzzles out of your stage design. Vihan is Jahan's brother. EMT, right? Paramedic? I get to that empty bottle, man. I gotta get my empties. There's another place I can drop down onto it. Can get to it from there. Nice. How's that been treating you? You're way too fat and dull looking. Get a bike, lose a couple pounds. Can't make this one either. Alright, I guess I just can't get over there. Ah, right on. Maybe I'll get a better jump later in the game. This game is super wild. I don't know what I was expecting. I know I've been failing you in not presenting what I think this game is before I start playing it. I didn't realize it was post-apocalyptic. Children of Men style. Interesting. Can't see anything, wow. So we wanted to do DDA, which is AAX. Shadowy figure. falls with the force of gravity. Oh, that's not right. BBX. Next time. Brad doesn't seem to be able to damage him. Maybe it's because he doesn't have any joy drugs. One does recover SP. Hey, we did it. Rotten hell, Dill Spooner. Like you're missing a lot of stuff because it's hard to tell which way is correct. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I wonder if that's, again, if that's something that's intentional. It might be just that I'm unable to do damage when Brad is craving joy, which is really bad because I had all my joy taken away from me. I didn't have anywhere where I could get more of it. I should have had Terry use his gravity trap again. Weird. Force of anxiety. Kill Terry, man. I'm not super clear if it's random battles in here either. It might be. There wasn't a guy here last time. Can't escape. Can never escape? No, I can't ever escape. Yikes. I'm gonna die in this room. They can't do damage. Minor Metroidvania elements. Yeah, I was thinking that. It seemed like they're gonna give me a jump maybe at some point. Painful blow. I think Nerd is just permanently unable to act now, unfortunately. Keep going for it, Nern. Gotta get out of this room so we can go heal, basically. Really can't afford to miss it all in here. I should probably transfer some SP over to Terry so that he can actually do some damage. He's kind of useless right now. Sweet lemon tea. Get out of here. Happy night snacking, Vihan. See you in a bit. Hey dude, I still don't have any empty bottles for you. In fact, I have nothing in my inventory. Game's really telling me to let Terry die at the beginning so that Brad doesn't die from drug withdrawal. Or become totally useless in combat because of it. Oh, did sleeping? Oh, sleeping made his withdrawal go away. Right on. I wonder if sleeping actually passes time, and if you do it too many times, like, it changes the ending. Pretty wild. Okay, let's not burn the orphans to death this time. Probably unavoidable. I don't think you can get past them. This is the guy that's all mad about the pervert war, as he calls it. Get a beer bottle. Be a quantum choice, right? You go the other way and the other one's the gasoline. Yeah, he won't let me. Okay, I can leave the room though. Watch me have to go this way eventually, right? Dead Mad Max dudes. Hey pal, you okay? These people have a featured style where they have like only the tops of their shirts, or they have like pauldrons or something. Then they're bare chested other than that. Let's try not to burn a bunch of orphans. Lucas gave his final breath. Interesting. Balding guy in pink, a phallic-headed man in green cut the bridge out. I got so pissed and started to leave. 3 dudes with amazing hair found the girl. Gross. Yeah, even had Lucas's hair from other 3. The bridge is out. Alright, I think the only way to progress is to murder orphans or try to move through the dark cave. I might try the dark cave one more time. Just to try to avoid orphan murder. Yeah, right? It's unsettling. Hey, I can do damage again. Makes a pretty big difference when you can. Yeah, he won't let you pass to go get the correct bucket. We were wondering if it was Ludifex was saying a quantum choice. Where you pick the correct bucket and it still happens. Nice crits. Nern. Drop kick. Cheer with an exclamation point. Drop kick. DWWA. It's probably more damage overall. I think I want to keep using that. If I'm actually able to land a stun, that would be really good. Cheer. Cool. Looks like it's cheaper than the other one. Bring her to Rando and he will give you the world. Gross. Uh-oh. Brad's having withdrawal again. Yo. Get over here. Porky, leave him alone. Oh god. Wow. Yeah, that's not happening. Porky Roy, Mystic Pete, Oak Tree Steve, Hoops Jardine, Lance Gravies. We are incredibly dead. Especially given that Brad is useless right now. Astounded by your stupidity. I can't escape. It would maybe be possible if Brad wasn't having withdrawal right now. I think I have to go burn the orphans to death. Maybe that's my only option here, unfortunately. Yeah. I like that propagate, but here's a good point. Brad's party was defeated. Title screen is really worrisome to me. Alright, do we go burn the orphans to death? Guess there's one other thing we can still try before we do that. I found a what? Cigarette. Kills poison. Oh wow, this is different, never mind. Turn back. Strong men only. It's a snake. Oh god. I love how just a regular snake almost one-shots you. Feels somewhat realistic. Hoops Jardine was using that ancient b-ball magic, right? Phase 2? He bears his fangs? Good god. Yes, I have played Kingdom of Loathing a long time ago. It's one of the first games to basically do the modern, God, that is such shitty healing. To do the modern, like, mobile game model. It didn't charge you any money, but you could only play so many actions per day. Real time, right? West of Loathing? Is it grindy? It's a new game from the same creator, right? Good god. I don't think I want to go this way either. Up, and now Brad is having withdrawal again. I think we gotta burn the orphans. Thought maybe we were gonna have a way out of it, but it doesn't look like it. That's cool. Womp womp. I love that it's just like individual snakes. Playing with the RPG concept a little bit there. Alright. The game is very Earthboundy. Taking it a very different direction than Earthbound, Off, Undertale, or similar games. Damn right. Guys don't understand why. My problem is games that create a sense of danger for kids and then never act on it because they magically have a character shield. That's all. Specifically, the biggest one that frustrated me was the event in Persona 4, which would have made that game amazing if they had followed through on it. I was stabbed at the last second. I don't even think I can go this way, right? I thought maybe there was progress over here for killing the orphans. Don't have reasons, we need you to be a meme. Right. Well, didn't need to kill them. Nothing else over here, to my knowledge. Sorry, dude. It does feel like a little orphan murder set piece. Under the impression that there basically weren't any more children in the world if the little girl Buddy is like one of the first babies in a really long time. Killing orphans does not grant progress. No joke. I might be able to go this way by just running away from all the snakes. I'll give that a try. Can't escape. Now I still don't know if you can't escape means that this is a battle you can't run away from, or that you failed to escape on your attempt, like the roll failed. Starting to think it's a you can't run away from. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's the other thing. See how far we can get on escape spam. Turns out not very. Alright, well at least we don't have to burn the orphans to death. Let's try going back in the cave with the shadowy creatures. It's the last path I can think to take, I think. But there wasn't one in this path that we just missed, right? Let's try it. I think I turned around at some point when I was on this path. Now we don't have a way to get up there. Maybe we'll get a jumping power later. Yeah, we didn't finish going this way. Let's try this way instead. And there's my joy withdrawal. Often find people for hire in bars. No matter how many orphans you immolate, the game just ends here. Yo, what's happening, my man? A couple of mags for me? I'll run with your pack, brother. Rage Ironhead, an energetic ex-pro wrestler, known for his devastating headbutts. While Rage always puts the battle first and his health second, he has high speed and attack, somewhat low defense. I would have enough mags if it wasn't for shenanigans earlier. That's cool. Wow, you can get a lot of party members in this game. Being drunk in battle will increase your strength but decrease your hit rate. All in all, getting drunk rules. Potato liquor. How you doing, Retro? Buy him a drink. What's your story, bald man? I should go. Generally reserved man, he handles his bow as well as he handles his liquor superbly. It's less silly than the one where Terry joins you. He's a bowsman. Achievement unlocked. Drunk guy. Seems like all the achievements are characters that you recruit. That's weird. Twitch has been janky lately, I've heard. Do you have that problem? Any external apps like Chatty? It could be saved. Find her. Get that cool candle shadow effect. Oh, jeez. It's our dad. You deal with it. But I think he's just hallucinating. Interesting. Don't think I'm gonna be able to drop down there to get into that door. Oh, that's interesting. Part of the same map area. Leather poncho. Whoa, an actual gear upgrade. It's super mild. We kept finding all this loot earlier that nobody could use. I thought maybe that was an intentional way to screw with you. Other more different bar? Hey, it's like the Hitman shop sign. You think this girl is some kind of godsend? That ain't so. It's gonna tear us all apart. Listen here, brother. I got a stack of magazines with your name on it. I just need you to get a refreshing bottle of liquor. Sure, I can do that. I like this song because it's very earthboundy, but I wish that it looped a little bit better. I try to leave the map whenever it's about to loop so we don't hear it fail to loop well. Just a merely satisfying bottle of liquor. Right on, brother. 50 magazines. Nice. It's enough to go recruit the other guy. Let's do that. Then we can put Terry Hits away. Oh, he's not so bad now that he has his knuckle drop skill. Headbutt guy, achievement unlocked. I think so, yeah. Move Terry. Rage, Luchador, Sweaty Mask. The little portraits for the achievements are pretty great. They kind of remind me of the Ren and Stimpy art whenever he'd do one of those like zoomed in. I guess they do that on SpongeBob too, where like you show as a certain art style, but then they'll zoom in on a character and it'll be ultra gross detail all of a sudden. It's weird. There's a lot of weird empty rooms like this one. Hello, old chum. To invest in my wonderful product, it's really worth your time. You don't have the paper, pal. Oh yeah? What's it called? I think John Kay was the first one to do that with Ren and Stimpy, right? Bottle of soup. There's 500 HP. Okay. Don't mind Eagle, he's a bit of a prick. Buzz off. Some Diglett. Yeah, go for it, Vex, please do. Thanks for asking. Resurrect Chrono up here. Yeah, there's the loop that's kind of janky. TV trips warning. Gross up, close up. Damp poncho. actually worse. Shag Poncho. Fairly decent. One mag, not worth it. Itchy Poncho, maybe? Also not worth selling. What is the earliest, somewhat commercially successful, weird RPG Maker game? I don't think I've played an RPG Maker game on stream yet that doesn't, like, completely break, what you're expected to use RPG Maker for, right? Off and one shot both feel super hacked to play differently. Step out for some air, you should join us. Okay. We were playing with RPG Maker 95. Certainly been around for a long time. That's a cool character. Longbow, pea shooter. Alright, but everything's super expensive. I'm trying to remember, how did I come across it? I played a lot of it. W2D. Oh, there's one on the PS1. Interesting. Beetle from Zelda, yeah. Thank you. Thing on his back. Joy, 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 down in my heart. Where? Today. How about you? Wow. That's creepy. All the masks they're wearing. Your heart seems unhappy. Let's cheer it up. Thanks for the joy. Achievement unlocked. Embrace the joy. That was a little creepy. Give me 3 of them. There's one on SNES? No kidding. There's a really interesting... So I highly recommend the Legends of Localization books by Tomato, the guy from Starman.net. It's very, very interesting. But he talks a lot about how, in the Legends of Localization book for Earthbound, about how RPGs were like the #1 genre in Japan, and were not getting Western penetration, and they could not figure out why. All these games were coming out over here, and we were playing them, but they weren't getting good reviews, so Nintendo spent a ton of money. The president of Nintendo at the time said, there's money to be made here, there's a market we can tap into, let's spend a bunch of money on localizing Earthbound, because Earthbound's going to be our push to make RPGs popular in the West, and it failed miserably. The game's really good, but reviewers at the time were pretty childish and complained about stuff like the graphics and the theme. It ended up being Final Fantasy VII that saved the day. I don't think so. I really wish they wouldn't call it Mother 4. They could easily have made another very Earthbound-inspired game. Like, this game borders on plagiarism in a few elements, and it certainly got away with it because it made itself pretty different, but I just feel like they're asking for a cease and desist letter. And again, what doesn't, right? What does this say? Dojo. The long search for an answer is over. Don't know what I expected. Welcome to Bill Muhammad's Iron Tiger Karate Center. Sure. You must fall off of it. Till I think you've proven your worth. Okay. That's very, Pooh's training. It's pretty great. It's pretty good conveyance. I think somebody asked me, are you excited for Mother 4? My very first stream ever that I had a walk-in viewer of the original Earthbound. That was my first stream.
Conveyance means show, don't tell.
So I assume that means it's been in development hell and hasn't really had any progress in a long time. I still hope that when they inevitably announce the virtual console for the Switch that they announce Mother 3. Not impressed yet. Keep going. Wonder how many times he wants me to do it. That's actually pretty cool. I love that you land on your face, too. I don't think it's gonna happen. I've been hurt so many times with rumors of Mother 3. Watch, he only gets impressed if you, like, kill yourself doing it. You have the lowest possible health. Proving your power. I really thought he was never gonna get impressed. The game was just screwing with me. Make sure you read it. It's written in English. Can't be that authentic. Increases defense. Presumably we have to have Brad in the party. Wow, it gave me a very small defense increase. This definitely is an interesting game in that all the items are basically garbage except for Jerky. All the items and all the abilities are pretty trash. Propagable was saying it's a good job of making characters that clearly aren't trained in fighting. Shenmue 3 happened. Is it? Is it? I'm not going to believe it until I'm halfway through the game. It's like Kingdom Hearts 3. Supposedly that's coming out in 2018, and I'm not sure I'm going to believe it until the credits are rolling. It's like being a Sonic the Hedgehog fan. Although, if you have been, you recently got Sonic Mania, and that game apparently is pretty good, so... Is the remaster actually a thing? That's pretty exciting. There was a window there where Shenmue 3 was supposed to be a 1980s MMO, where they were going to accurately simulate like weather and stuff in 1989 Hong Kong, and a bunch of people were going to play it. 1 + 2 = 3. If you haven't had the joy of playing Shenmue, I highly recommend it. Door won't budge. Okay, so you get one chance to get some more drugs when you first go in there, and that's about it. I don't think I have any reason to go back this way, so... We're about at time for Lisa. We're going to switch to Republic here in a second. But thanks for sharing this game, Eternus. I kept hearing about it. I think I had somebody also in my first Earthbound stream, one of my very first walk-ins, recommend this game. Along with... Undertale hadn't come out yet, but what was the other one? It might have been Off. This one came out about a year before I started streaming. I hear Mania is outstanding, especially like the new content that they added to it. Alright, this will probably be the save that we stop at. I got another minute though, so I'm just going to try to explore the next general area. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. The stuff they managed to pull off with RPG Maker is incredibly impressive, Eternus. Yeah, if the Shenmue MMO actually happened to be around for a year and then disappear forever, that really bums me out about MMOs, that there's all these very ephemeral gaming experiences. It sounds like Blizzard is spending the money to try to make a WoW classic, which is exciting, but you just think about the volume of money they're having to spend to make that happen, and how few other games are ever going to have that occur. Play Sonic Mania to tell Cat how good it is. No, we keep time. We'll see if his work schedule chills out, but we might be able to do Cat plays Sonic games. Whoa, what happened to this dude? Gross. Well, we'll leave it at that. This dude turned into some kind of gross monster man. Punkered. We'll be back in a few minutes with Republic, which is an iOS stealth game featuring David Hayter. that I think was intentionally, they were trying to set out to be like the first AAA mobile title. Be back in a little bit,